Welcome to this info session about the 30-day Kickstart program for recovering Laminitis horses. This is a 30-day Kickstart exercise program with Sandra Poppema from HippoLogic. Everything changes when you shift to the HippoLogic approach, which means that you give your horse agency and you use positive reinforcement to improve your communication. Here's how the program helps. Often when horses are suffering from laminitis, they are often, not always, overweight, and they are reluctant to move. How this program helps is that they help your horse become responsive and forward. Horses with laminitis, especially if they're overweight, they're often slow. They're sluggish. It's hard for them to exercise. They don't like it. This program helps to get them to offer forward movement, with the emphasis on offering forward movement. Overweight horses are also often called lazy. I don't call it lazy. They're often just misunderstood, but how it helps is to turn them into happy movers, happy horses that love their exercises. Because most horse owners struggle, especially when the horse got laminitis or they're on the brink of laminitis. You worry and you want to do something about it. But the struggle is to start exercising your recovering or overweight horse. How do you start? What is a good exercise? How often do you do it? You don't have any idea how to start. So this program will help you lay a foundation of an exercise program in 30 days. The struggle is to find an exercise program for non-ridden or overweight horses. If you look up exercise programs or training plans on the internet, they often involve quickly, like lots of trot and even canter, and most of those plans, exercise programs, are for ridden horses. So they're not really applicable. Because laminitis horses, especially the ones that are recovering from laminitis, they can't trot, they can't be ridden, they can't be driven. They start at a completely different level. So that is something that most people struggle with. And then they also struggle with a training plan. They want to know, what kind of exercise do you do with a recovering laminitis horse or a horse that is super overweight? When do you do it? How much? How long? When do you move your horse to the next level? And they don't know the answers to these struggles, so they get stuck. In this program, it's a 30-day Kickstart exercise program, and it offers you an easy start to exercise your horses. So you get everything laid out, you don't have to think about anything, you just follow the program. It's an exercise program that is designed for recovering or overweight horses. Recovering laminitis horses, overweight horses, horses that are reluctant to move. Maybe they are too young to be ridden, maybe they're too old to be ridden, or too overweight, or whatever. This is not for riding horses. This is absolutely designed for recovering laminitis horses or horses that are prone and overweight, and you want to do something about it, but you don't know how to start or what to do. You'll get a training plan that is easy to use. So what else is in the program? We are using or introducing positive reinforcement to increase your horse's motivation, so he will start to offer forward movement. He will start to offer more active walks and maybe even trots, but he will be happy to offer it because he will get reinforced for those behaviors. That will help you turn exercising, which maybe now feels like a daily chore, into a fun time. It will be also a daily bonding time with your horse, and before you know it, you will be both looking forward to your exercises every day. This Kickstart program is 30 days, and it's absolutely a really good foundation and the first step towards a healthy lifestyle for you and for your horse. So what do you get? You get a simple training plan to get every non-ridden horse started. You will get group accountability in our weekly Zoom calls, because there will be hard days. There will be days that you can't make it, that it didn't go as planned, that your horse didn't like it, that you didn't like it. All those things are to be expected. So therefore this program has accountability built in so that it will get you through those hard days. We also have group accountabilities to celebrate your wins, because there will be days that everything went so well, and you need to share that with people that will understand exactly what it is that you are so happy about and why it's such a big deal for you and for your horse. And it helps to be in a group, right? You will get clear homework, assignments, all the thinking has been done for you. You just follow the program for 30 days. You will get access to useful training tools to make it all happen. This 30-day Kickstart exercise program is aimed to keep you going long after the program ends. So it will give you a solid foundation that you can always fall back onto to get you started again and again and again, as long as you need it. So it includes a training plan, an exercise schedule, and 30 days of group support for only $4.97. This is in Canadian dollars. So if you're paying in American dollars, US dollars, or euros, it's a very good deal for you. For instance, my client Kate, she worked with 2 Irish Cup horses, and her horses were also therapy horses. They were not her horses, but she was the leader of the therapy program. As therapy horses, these horses needed to be calm and with a calm demeanor and not make sudden movements. They didn't want very energetic horses. But over time, these horses became overweight, and she was very worried that they could become laminitic. So she joined my positive reinforcement movement program. It's a different program than this, but it has many similarities. So one of the things that she struggled with is how to keep her therapy horses calm and collected and non-phased in their work, while in their off time, in their positive reinforcement movement sessions, active and energetic and spending those calories for forward movement. So what we together came up with, because horses can learn very well, they are very good context learners. So what we came up with was a signal that was very clear, that had no associations yet to the horse, and would announce a clicker training session. So these horses were also reluctant to go from the paddock to the arena to go to work. So we came up with a clear signal. She used a neck rope, because she never used neck ropes on those horses before, and within 3 sessions those horses learned to anticipate. Neck rope, that means positive reinforcement movement training in the arena with clicks and treats, and we have to move. But they started to enjoying it, because the horses got agency, they got choices, Kate listened to what they wanted to offer, what they could offer, so to make their exercises as fun as possible. So those are things that are also in this program. Because we have weekly Zoom calls, you can get tailored solutions for whatever you are struggling with. Maybe you are working with a therapy horse that needs to lose weight, needs to burn off some calories, but still needs to be calm in their work. So this is one of the examples that you can get tailored solutions for participants. Her horses also didn't like the arena. They were a bit arena sour, and they were reluctant to go towards the arena. Even though they know they would go to the arena for work, that was one of the behaviors that improved tremendously. They were not as reluctant to go to the arena anymore. So those are really good benefits of positive reinforcement movement training. And you get new solutions to old problems, like horses that are reluctant to go to the arena. And you also get improved non-related behaviors, like they were not happy going to the arena, but because of that positive reinforcement that was incorporated in their lives, they also started to like and enjoying their work hours more. What other clients have said is, this is a milestone. We'll no doubt have to revisit this many times, but my mare finally stood in the puddle, walked right in and stopped, no dancing and dodging. That is an example of improved non-related behaviors because you're working on exercising your horse. Another review that I got in my forward moving program is that her horse Frankie, who was very reluctant to move, he was not happy about walking, trotting, he didn't want to do any forward movement, and he started to offer forward movement. He was really happy to start walking and trotting after a few weeks of training. So again, those are examples of how horses change once you introduce positive reinforcement in their exercise program. A little bit about me, if you don't know me, my name is Sandra Poppema. I'm from the Netherlands, hence my accent, and I moved to Canada in 2012. I have a Bachelor of Science in Animal Management, and since the 90s I am using positive reinforcement to train horses. After my study animal management, I became a horse riding instructor, and because I noticed that many riders are struggling with the same problems, and it's not about riding. They all knew how to ride, but they struggled in their communication with their horses. So that's where I started to introduce and offer workshops in horse communication, understanding horses, horse behavior, and positive reinforcement horse training in the ground and under saddle. In 2016, my horse Kira, who was formerly a wild horse, which I tamed with positive reinforcement, and I started her under saddle with positive reinforcement. I did everything with positive reinforcement. In 2016, she got Laminitis, and she was very overweight. As you can see here, she was on the body score 1 to 9. She was a 9. She was very obese, and in 8 months I got her fit. The advice of the vet was put her on a diet. It was a crash diet. I didn't do that. I did something else, and start lunging her because she couldn't be ridden because she was so overweight. I also didn't do that because Kira was not agreeing with that. So that's how I started to develop positive reinforcement movement training for Laminitis horses. So since 2016 I've been also helping people to get their overweight horses fit using positive reinforcement, so no training sticks and whips. I've been a presenter of Art of the Horseman, the online horse fair. I've been interviewed and written articles about positive reinforcement in different magazines. BIT is a Dutch magazine. I was a guest in the Curious Equestrian podcast, and I was also on the radio show Horses in the Morning. The 30-day Kickstart program, we start September 1st. It's $4.97, and if you get your name on the wait list, you will get soon a 48 hours only early bird offer in your inbox. If you want that, you go to mail.chi.mp/cb73EBD5F20F/go-horse-go. You will get a 48 hours only early bird offer, and I will send it out soon. So the 30-day Kickstart exercise program for recovering Laminitis horses includes a training plan, an exercise schedule, 30 days of group support, and you'll get your horse right back on track. My promise for the program is to give you the tools to help you get your recovering Laminitis horse into a healthy exercise habit that he will enjoy every day. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to welcoming you on the other side inside the program. My name is Sandra Poppema, and happy horse training.